fuck, I missed. Hi. It is I, the Mrs. Roper of BookTube, returning to our original format of this channel. I realize it has been almost a month since we've done just a regular old sit-down review instead of a reading vlog, and I believe I am getting bad at these. So let's talk. This week, I decided to take a break from crying over all my favorite fictional gay couple, and instead read a happy book about a fictional gay couple, In Deeper Waters. If you need a feel-good, but also like high fantasy and well-written, and also probably new adult era book, but very feel-good, like very feel-good book to like kick off Pride season, even though we're halfway through it. Boy, have I got a book for you. But first, the network would like to bring you a brief break brought to you by my clothing choices. I have to show you what happens when I walk around anywhere in this, and this is why I like dressing like a 60-year-old woman. It flows out behind me like a tie-dyed Disney villain. In Deeper Waters by F.T. Lukens is a new adult, high fantasy, Little Mermaid retelling. I'm gonna keep this relatively spoiler-free, which I always say, and then I end up spoiling the end of the fucking book, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. Also, it's a Little Mermaid retelling. You know that this can only end one of two ways. Like, what really drew me to this book, besides the people crying about it on TikTok, is the fact that The Little Mermaid was originally, like the original Hans Christian Andersen version, is a metaphor for him being gay, and the author being gay and being in love with a man and not being able to be with that man. So he wrote The Little Mermaid, which makes me cry so much. And I really, really appreciated how they were able to combine elements of the Disney movie, such as throwing multiple references to the Disney movie and just different scenes and such like that, and also in the fact that the merman in question is a redhead, but they also really stayed true to a lot of elements of the original story points that Hans Christian Andersen wrote, and I really appreciate that a lot. We follow Tal, this little brunette right there, who is the fourth child in a royal family. He has been kept in the shadows and hidden in his tall up there castle from the public because he's the fourth kid, so he's not in line for the throne, so he doesn't really have to do political shit. And his great-great-grandpa was a magical human being of fire. A magical human being of fire. TM. He was a magical human being of fire that was not a good magical human being of fire, and rained terror on the land and scared a bunch of fucking people away and ruined public relations with this country and other people. And sweet little Tal is also a magical human being of fire, and they do not want people to be oh look, it's another great grandpa, he's gonna kill us all too, so they hide him and don't let anybody know that he's got magic. And I do see how this was a metaphor for him being gay, but I think it's fine because I really enjoyed the way that when the way that the reveal of that secret is handled, and like the freedom and happiness that he experiences when he does embrace his abilities as a magical human being of fire. I'm gonna keep saying it that way because that is really fucking fun. Anyway, though, Tal has done turned 16 and is going on his like coming of age, going through the kingdom like tour that royal people did back in ye olde days, and it's like a big deal because it's the first time that he's like been in public since he was really small because he was hidden away, and shit goes down, and they come upon a burning ship, and on said burning ship is a lanky little redhead dude named Athlin. And little Athlin is chained to the ship, and Tal's like, oh no, he's chained to the ship, he's gonna die. So he uses magic to break the chains, and Athlin jumps into the sea, and they're like, oh no, he died, because they're in the middle of the sea. Later on in the story, Tal is kidnapped because there's like this whole thing of like there's like for political reasons, and that ship almost goes down, and very much like the burning ship in the Little Mermaid movie, our little merman shows up and saves him, and they go on, and basically the like plot of this book is like after they save him, they find out that it was like a political plot to like out Tal as a magical human being of fire and create like a war based on that, and they go on a quest to like clear the roster, save Tal's family from entering a war, and be like, yo, this is not what's up. That was an awful description of the plot of this book, but like I enjoy it, so I'm not gonna give you a coherent description of the plot of this book because I think that was brilliant. Anyway, little things I enjoyed. Tal's magic is a metaphor for him being gay and having to be in the closet. I enjoyed that there isn't any actual homophobia in this book. Like they're like immediately like, oh, solid. He likes dudes, whatever. There's also a really cool element in that, like, besides Tal, the only other magic that's known in the world is there are still shifters, and Tal's older brother, named Kest, Kest, also is a shifter, but that's like his only magical ability is he can turn into a bird, and I really like that, and the way that it's used and the way it's described. There is also a character that turns into a cat. I won't tell you who she is, but when I met her, I wrote the sentence in my notes and in my book, I like this cat bitch. And I would just like all of the internet to know that that is the kind of academic things I annotate my books with, because I am a professional. Anyway, also, I really enjoyed the fact that F.T. Lukens really like took the opportunity to be like, well, this is a fantastical world, so gender norms don't really have to exist. Like the oldest sibling in the royal family is Tal's older sister, and she is going to inherit the throne and be the ruler of the kingdom. She doesn't have to marry a man or anything, and like it's not like passing to the older son. She's the one that gets it, and I like that. I'm tired of fantasy being misogynist just for the point of being realistic when it's fantasy. I also really enjoyed that similarly Tal's mother is a single mom, and it's portrayed as a strength, and it's just cool to see positive representation for single mothers that are able to have a healthy family life and a healthy relationship with their family and their children, and also be a boss ass bitch and rule a kingdom. It's pretty cool. I love the way that they describe the sea witch, and the romance in this is like, it's just really well written, and it's very like, they have a very healthy relationship. Aside from one communication problem that was really annoying, that I was like, all of your problems could have been circumvented if you would have just said it. But besides that one trope, it's a very healthy relationship from the beginning. It's a very like positive relationship. They're Tal and Athlin are a team, and it's really cute, and I love it. And yeah, I like that a lot. Also, there's lots of pirates, and I enjoy pirates, as we all know. This book is definitely written very cinematically, and I'm requesting a live-action adaptation of this right now, please and thank you. Not just so that I could live out my lifelong dream of being a merman. Just what I want. I don't care. It's a fast read. I got through it in a day and a half. It's really not that difficult, and it's really cute and light, and I think it should go. Now we're gonna do light spoilers, so stick around if you want, because I won't spoil the ending of the book, but I will say that this would be more spoilers for The Little Mermaid, the movie, if you haven't seen it. And also, sorry, I just judged a lot of people for not watching a Disney movie. And also spoilers for the Hans Christian Andersen original Tale of the Little Mermaid, because that, like, I want to talk about the ways that was used in this. So like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Goodbye. If you stuck around, let's jump in. I like that they went with the original plot line where the merperson trades the life of their beloved to walk among men. It's a little different in this, in that Athlin, due to like a natural disaster and a bunch of other things, Athlin was separated from his family and has spent a good portion of his life alone and secluded in isolation. And it's like a really beautiful exploration of trauma there, without getting too deep. But Athlin doesn't make a deal to walk among men to find his loved one with the sea witch, which I love. He makes a deal because he's lonely and he wants human connection. So he makes the deal with the sea witch just to have legs, to be among people and have community, which is so empowering and very wonderful. But because he's been a loner forever, he doesn't think he's going to fall in love ever. So he makes the deal that for him to be able to have a life on land and on sea and have legs, he has to then, if he ever falls in love, he has to he owes the blood of his beloved to the sea witch, which means he basically has to kill his beloved, or die. He owes a life to the sea witch. I also enjoyed that they took, that F.T. Lukens took from the original Hans Christian Andersen myth, that when Athlin, or the mermaid in the original one, leaves the sea and walks on land, it's very painful once they leave the shore, once they're away from the water. In both the myth and in this book, it's described as like pins and needles and like severe like daggers stabbing into their legs, just for them to stand. And I really enjoyed that was used in this. Another thing I really liked was the way that they used, like, the way they jumped into the fact that Tal does have the potential to, if Tal were to lean into his vengeful side, he would have the potential to do what his grandfather did. Like, his great-grandfather was awful and evil and power hungry, and Tal is not, but Tal can understand where having the ability to, like, for instance, the fire of the ship that Athlin saves Tal from, very reminiscent of the burning ship in the Little Mermaid movie. It's on fire because there's like this battle where Tal's trying to escape the people that captured him for political reasons, and he uses his abilities of fire to light the ship on fire, and like he ends up killing a lot of people, and he, rather than just shying away from it, being like, oh, it was self-defense, I love that F.T. Lukens does actually explore the moral and mental ramifications that has on Tal's psyche and his self-view. The way that he holds himself accountable for things like this. I really enjoyed that wasn't shied away from. But it was still dealt with in a way that is, new adult safe. Like, I wouldn't call this a young adult book, but it's totally could be read by young adults. Like, this is definitely, like, 12 and up for sure are fine with this, I would say. I also enjoyed the political drama in it, although I didn't find it very realistic. Also, the romance in the smut, and this is gorgeous. It's not full-on smut. The only sex scene is a fade to black, which is fine with me. But I enjoyed it was very beautifully written and very romantically written. I'm not going to do anything further because I've already done a lot of spoilers, and I don't want to spoil more, but I enjoyed this book a lot. It's relighting my dreams of being a professional merman, so if anybody knows any aquariums, send them my way. Have rubber tail, will travel. I don't have the rubber tail, but I would love an excuse to buy a silicone tail. I would love that. Anyway, yeah, I love mermaids. That's all I have to say. Thank you for sticking around and helping out if you made it through the spoiler portion of this video. If you want more chaotic bisexual content, hit the subscribe and like button and ring the notification bell so you can get my videos whenever I decide to post them. Until Friday, this has been the Pie Book Boy. I'm saying bye.